First, I must thank every one of you for taking some of your precious time off to grace the sod-turning of West Central Mall. This mall was one of my visions for some time. Now, and I am very happy that today is the commencement of this project. The hard work and dedication to my business over the past 38 years has led me in achieving this vision, West Central Mall. I am looking forward for the support from the region and government agencies, and most important, the residents of Region 3. I'm sure that this mall will bring some comfort and joy to the consumers as we are going to ensure the highest quality of service. Thank you very much.
Our mandate from our office is to facilitate investment. Our mandate from our president is to ensure especially local businesses flourish in this economy. But I want to remind all of us, for our investment climate to change, democracy was the foundation of it. And all of those and all of us that were part of ensuring that democracy succeeded, this is why we can now move forward with our president's aggressive economic agenda and modernization plan to ensure all of Guyana benefit. And in Region 3, this investment, it may be a mall, but if you think through the life cycle of this mall, what it brings to Guyana, in the pre-construction phase, you'll have architects, you'll have excavators and other builders. During the construction phase, you have truck drivers and sand and cement, masons and carpenters. Through the phase of opening, you have the supply chain, you have farmers providing food for the restaurants, supplies being shipped in, manufacturing being done. And our president's vision for this region and for Guyana talks about cheaper energy, talks about access to modernization of roads and farmlands. And as you think through what this investment will look like over the 24 months and what other investments will bring to our nation in this region, it is an exciting time, and I'm glad to be part of that. Our mandate is to help facilitate the investment process, to ensure that investors get through the system as quickly as possible, and ultimately, as our president said, is the creation of jobs for our people. And I'm excited to be part of it. Congratulations, sir, on this development. God bless you.
It gives me great honor and privilege to be here this afternoon to be part of a simple ceremony with significant, long-lasting impact. But before I move into some brief remarks, I think we should all put our hands together for the Albert family on this new initiative. Guyana is changing. Every region of our country is changing. The investment landscape is changing. The physical look of our country is changing. But what is essential is for the thinking of us, all of us, as Guyanese, to also change. We have a responsibility as Guyanese to promote the development of Guyana. I am not asking anyone to promote the development of a government or political party. We have a responsibility as patriots, as Guyanese, to positively position our country every opportunity we have the chance to do so. You may selfishly and narrowly believe that when you are critical of your country, to the extent that you harm the investment climate, that you might be achieving some narrow political gain. It's not the case. I welcome constructive criticism. I welcome ideas to move our country forward. I welcome ideas to change the environment that we operate in, that would improve the system of government. But I can assure you, by the time we are finished here this afternoon, there will be a few dedicated souls on social media who would never see anything positive about this investment or about this project. And that is what I'm talking about. Guyanese sacrificing and making life-changing investments to create jobs, to create better communities, to create jobs and better communities. But yet, some in the society would seek to even be critical of that. So to the Albert family, I want to assure you that the government is not only aware of the environment you're investing in, but we are completely supportive of the investment by the private sector. We are supportive of the private sector becoming the leading the leading implementer of growth and development, whilst the government provides that facilitation role. And this is the role of government, to create a facilitating role so that wealth can be created, jobs can be generated, and the private sector plays a key and critical role in this. Region 3 has a growing population. Not only do we have a growing population, but we will have massive expansion of housing in this region. As a result of that, facilities like these become critical for the service of the region and the service of communities. I spoke at different forums on the creation of new economic hubs, of the creation of development hubs in every region. And it is investment like these that are integrated in those hubs that would act in a catalytical manner in bringing other investment in other sectors. And this adds to the value chain in the creation of jobs and expansion of the economy. By the way, maybe we should have some investment in a good PA system in Region 3 too. Key to the development of this region is our infrastructure. Having transformative infrastructure that would lead to the opening up of new lands. Transformative infrastructure that is linked to the creation of new industries. Transformative infrastructure that is linked to the expansion of agriculture, that is linked to the creation of industrial estates. And this is what will take place in this region. A region that is traditionally known as an agricultural region would soon be diversified in such a way that Region 3 will become the energy capital for Guyana. With investment from both private and public sector in the oil and gas industry, already major investors are preparing to invest in shore-based facilities here in Region 3 that will create thousands of jobs and open up hundreds of opportunities. In addition to the oil and gas sector and the opening up of shore-based facilities, is the decision of the government to land the pipeline in Wales that would create not only a massive revolution in industrial development, manufacturing, and agro-processing, but it will create thousands of jobs and the opening up of hundreds of opportunities for small and medium-sized businesses. We are already speaking with different players in the financial sector who are planning expansion of their banking and financial facilities here in Region 3. For a matter of fact, we are already in advanced negotiations in having possible suitable land identified for the construction of a new bank in Region 3. So, we're talking about diversification in oil and gas, industrial development, manufacturing, shore-based and logistics facilities. And then we also have interests in investment in the hotel and hospitality sector here in Region 3. And all of this is private interests. In addition to this, one of our largest local housing developers will soon commence work on the development of a massive medium to upper scale housing community. Again, private investment. We are engaging key stakeholders in developing an agro-processing industry, whilst at the same time preparing ourselves for the many opportunities that will come our way with a reduced cost of energy. And everything I'm speaking about here is confined to Region 3. In order for us to move aggressively on these opportunities, in order for us to make these changes as quickly as possible, government must provide the enabling environment. Government must provide the supportive mechanism and machinery. We must provide the infrastructure. We must ensure that the human resource asset is not only there, but the human resource asset is adequately trained to meet the requirements and to benefit from the output of the economic transformation. Some of the major transformative infrastructure that we are already moving forward with for this region is a new Demerara Harbour Bridge, and we are pleased at the tremendous international and regional response we receive in our expression of interest. We are already planning and preparing to cut the alignment for a new 4-lane highway that would open up thousands of acres of land and that will span from the west bank to the east bank of Essequibo. Whilst we create these major investment, we also have to support it with good educational facilities and good health care. The region must be able to provide these essential services at the level in which you can achieve it in the capital city. That is why the government is investing heavily in the upgrade of many health facilities in this region. We are expanding our education program and building new facilities. We are creating an incentive mechanism to have even development across all regions of our country. Very soon, we'll be looking at laying in the Parliament a special legislation for the Wales Development Authority that would oversee not only the investment and planning, but also the management of the great opportunities that will be coming the way of Region 3. So, my friend Albert, my friends in Region 3 and in the audience, we have an amazing journey ahead in this region. We have a transformative journey ahead. And I'm confident your investment will bear fruit. But I want to encourage the rest of the private sector to seek out the opportunities, to be aggressive, to come together. Maybe you don't have the firepower as individual family businesses, but the time has come for us to look beyond our traditional view of businesses in this country, individual owned and family owned, and to see how we can form consortiums and collectives that goes after the larger scale type of opportunities. So today, I am more than happy in the village I grew up to see such an investment. I can only recall as a young boy waiting on the outer side of the gates of this senior staff compound for approval for young country boys to use the pool of the estate. And after waiting for some time, you may get the sad news that we can't. And then sometimes the good news that you can. Today, we have a facility that we would not need permission to enter on the very grounds. A facility that will be open to all. A facility in which I'm sure we'll all be proud of. So, good luck. We are with you. We support you as we support all other private investors. And I'm sure, by the grace of God, you will be successful. Thank you very much.